Horizontal
Ratchet
stabilizers.
Clank
Check.
Future,
Ion
Tools of
thrusters.
Destruction is
Looks
a
like
PS3 exclusive from great game developer Insomniac Games, who also brought you the Resistance series as well as all the Ratchet and Clank series. Now this one is just a huge leap in the Ratchet and Clank series in terms of its great graphics and bringing in some great new innovations for its controls, and it's really letting them cut loose and seeing what they could do with the PS3 with the Ratchet and Clank series, and I'm happy to say they did a lot, and they did a lot right. Now, the story in Ratchet and Clank Future Tools of Destruction is Ratchet and Clank, again, just like the rest of the sequels, they're just kind of trying to take a vacation, just relaxing. But of course, shit hits the fucking fan, and then you have to go off and save the world. And that's pretty much the basics of it. But what's always gave it so much influence, so much great influence, was how good the story is told. It's always told for a more lighthearted, more comedic value than any dark sort of story, which is really great, I think. It really does well for the game too. All the characters are really nice. There's nothing to really complain about. They all do their part. They're all there. They all have their purpose, and you can't help but like the characters, and you can't help but just like the overall story. The presentation is just about second to none in this type of genre. Um, the gameplay is also top of its game right now. All it's doing is taking that great engine that was built on Ratchet and Clank Going Commando, and it's just amplified it to work with the PlayStation 3. Now that not only do they have these great graphics that are going all at once, you won't see a single frame rate issue at all, which is incredible for how much is going on. It's still the same run and gun type of shooting, but it also has been known for throwing in a whole bunch of different, I won't say distraction mini games, but just something to break up the pacing of the standard shit. They have grind rails, they have little sequences where you're halo jumping through the sky and you gotta avoid missiles and cars and all kinds of shit, and they have little hacking mini games. They have arena challenge that they've been known for. Now it's they have to put it in because fans just go crazy over it now. And they also added in another version of their great space fighting type of thing, which plays a lot like Star Fox and Star Fox 64. You can do your barrel rolls like fucking Slippy tells you all the goddamn time. Um, and it's just fun. It's constant fun. You will not ever get bored in a Ratchet and Clank game. Now, in terms of its core gameplay, it's still there, and it's still as strong as it ever has been. It still has great new weapons that they always throw in a new Ratchet and Clank game, and this one is no different at all. They had a tornado launcher. You launch it out and shoots a tornado of death that catches all your enemies, and you actually get to steer the fucking tornado with the 6-axis controller, which is cool as hell, even though it is a little bit tedious and troublesome at times. But after a while, you get used to it. They have a gun where you throw down mine beehives, and they randomly attack any enemies that's in its line of sight. And everything's just, all the weapons are really cool and are very innovative, and you won't really see weapons like this in any other game, I promise you that. And one thing that's always kept them really great is they keep an upgrade system. The more you use a gun, the more powerful it's going to get. And once you max it out, its upgrade, you will get a new ability on your gun, which is something to always look forward to. You're always going to be want to upgrading that gun just to see what you get afterwards. Now, they also have another thing to further upgrade all your weapons, which is pretty cool, is you can go up and collect Raritarium as you defeat enemies. Now, with this Raritarium, you can upgrade your weapons even further, such as increasing its damage, increasing the radius that it affects, increasing how fast it shoots, increasing how it locks on, all that type of stuff, and really adds a lot of value to the game. makes you want to upgrade all your weapons just to see what you could do with them. The game is about, I'd probably say about 10 hours long, the main story, and it's not very challenging, but it really doesn't need to be. It's just damn fun. Now, there will be parts that you do struggle with, but it's more just a matter of, okay, what weapon do I need to use right now? What would be the most effective use in a battle? Which most of the time ends up being the biggest gun you have. As I said, 10 hours long. It may not seem like it has a great replay value, but after the game's over, you can also take on challenge mode and buy even more upgraded versions of the guns that you already maxed out, and you can get to play with them again. And every enemy gets harder, and it's just a very rewarding experience. As you can see in the video above, the graphics are just top of their game right now. It looks like you're watching a Pixar film, for fuck's sakes. I can't say anything bad about them. They're just incredible. I love all the graphics. I love everything they're doing with the game direction. I really cannot complain about it at all. This is some of the best damn graphics on the PS3, in my opinion, but that can also be looked at just purely through a cartoony perspective. Now, the audio, top notch right now. Voice acting, solid. The gun sounds, solid. They are really on top of their game. Overall, I'd have to say this is probably the best Ratchet and Clank game since Going Commando on the PlayStation 2. And that is saying a lot, because that game was fucking brilliant. I would say if you're a PlayStation 3 owner and you have not played Ratchet and Clank Future Tools of Destruction, get your fucking ass out and play this game, because it is amazing. You will not regret it, I promise you that. With that said, I say I'm probably going to give Ratchet and Clank Future Tools of Destruction a 9 out of 10, and it's just an experience nobody should miss out on. Please, please, go pick this game up. I promise you will not regret it. That's all I got, guys. Take it easy.